Hey guys, we're out in Parry Sound right now. We spent the night at the Travelers Inn Hotel. Reasonable little place, and we're off to Nogonash Lake Provincial Park.
Nogonash Lake Provincial Park is located about an hour's drive from Parry Sound. It's a non-facilities park, which means there's no camping fees. We paddled nearly 14 kilometers on our first day. Starting off through the Pickerel River, it was about a 2-hour paddle up to the first portion of the park proper. From there, a very short portage over to Smoky Creek, 2 more portages through the Smoky Creek swamps until we hit Smoky Lake, where we camped for the night.
So we're at our launching point at ESS Narrows, off to Nagonash, all packed, and we're gonna start paddling. Coming up on Smoky Creek right now, just at the head of Smoky Creek. Really simple little portage. So this portage to around Smoky Creek, pretty simple. I give it about 150 meters. Just a little bit of muck in certain areas, but pretty nice actually. Last portage of the day. We should be on Smoky Lake, or at the very tip of Smoky Lake. It's a little weedy at the beginning, and this will take us through. Okay, we're just on Smoky Lake. Finished 3 portages on Smoky Creek, and I think we're going to find a campsite today. We've done 11 kilometers so far today. So we just set up on this island site. Problems with island sites is not really any wood, but so we're going to have to go foraging on the mainland. But they really do have a nice seating area, and the tent pad was really great. So we're gonna hang around here. It's now 20 to 4. Tent set up. We haven't eaten dinner yet, but I think we'll go foraging for a little bit of wood first. And things are looking good. It's a great day. Easy day today?
Yep.
How's it compared to Woodland Caribou?
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake. Making chili for supper tonight. It's on a good simmer here.
The next morning we paddled from Smoky Lake through the little creek into Nogonash Lake, finding a base camp about 6 kilometers away.
Well, morning 1. A little bit chilly, and it's supposed to be cloudy. We got a little bit of chance of rain today. Nice and chilly, and that chill has kind of taken the piss and vinegar out of the black flies, which aren't quite biting yet, but when they're in full force, they're kind of annoying, and we're hoping that they stay at bay for the next few days to last us out our trip. That's our hope. We don't have bug jackets with us, so crossing our fingers. Had a great breakfast of pancakes this morning and coffee. We're going to pack up and then head off for find ourselves a nice base camp on Lake Nagonash later today. We're going to camp there for a couple days. Tomorrow morning we're going to go off and try our luck at pike fishing because it's opening weekend starting Saturday. It's Friday today, so tomorrow morning is the opening day. Saying goodbye to Smoky Lake. So we just entered Lake Nagonash now, through the little creek separating Nagonash and Smoky. I didn't realize there's some cabins up here, but apparently there are. And it's on and off rain, but we expected that today. This is our only rain day in the forecast. And the lake is perfectly calm. It's very nice. It's a cool site. This is going to be our base camp for the next couple of days. A little bit of makeshift furniture up here, but this is going to make a really nice area to hang up the tarp. And we've got a pretty even ground spot over here for the tent. She's going to set the tent up. Nice spot. So just going to talk a little bit about the Luna 4. This is a Bear Paw Wilderness Designs tent. And this one is in olive green Cuban fiber. And we have this one set up, the pole. I'm gonna cut in right. So in this setup we have the pole sort of sideways because Becky and I are staying together. And we like to stay with both our mats on the same side of the pole. So the pole is offset, and that gives us plenty of room to set up our two sleeping bags right beside each other. So it's just very softly raining right now. We're all set up, a little bit of a nap. And
I always have a nap.
Just drinking some drinks and enjoying day 2. It's nice and calm. So we're going to base camp here for a couple of days. And tomorrow morning is the opening day for pike fishing in this zone.
Cheers to that.
Right. So we don't have to set up camp. All we have to do is get up in the morning and start fishing. Hopefully catch that first pike of the season.
On day 3, we fished through parts of Nogonash Lake, looking for the elusive pike, which managed to evade us at all costs, even though we captured lots and lots of bass.
Day 3 and the fish opener. We've got a foggy morning to start here. It's a little bit chilly. It rained most of the night, but not raining anymore. Wonder what those fish are going to be like.
After fishing, we spent a relaxing day at camp.
Okay, so one other little new pieces of gear to review here is the Trangia stove holder. So I've been using the Trangia for about 3 years now. It's one of my favorite little stoves. This time we're on a 5-day trip, and it looks like a liter of ethanol. We've been using this exclusively. I brought a twig stove as well in case we ran out of fuel. But this is a nifty little pot holder. You don't need anything quite this fancy, but it all breaks down into virtually nothing. And this sits in a pot. It's a great, as I say, it's a great little stove. I love the fact that the simmer plates, you can really kind of fine tune them when you're cooking. There's nothing to break on these things. I mean, people like the Super Cat stoves because they're lighter weight, but they're more fragile. These things are pretty bulletproof. I've even stepped on them in the past and not damaged them. And then, you know, this little stove holder, I just fold this up with my twig stove, and it makes a nice tidy little package. So I've got both the Trangia and the twig stove as a good combination. Well, morning 3. I did some fishing, and we got some bass but no pike. So we're gonna now make breakfast.
That evening we went fishing again. The pike evaded us once more. but we were still rewarded with some amazing sunsets and soft glowing trees off in the distance.
Well, we've been just fishing for about an hour, and it is turning out to be a fantastic night.
On day 4, the heat of the day brought the black flies from their slumber, and we decided to make our exit from the park. We paddled the 19 kilometers from our base camp back to ESS Narrows. One of the largest challenges was the last leg up through the Pickle River, a 2-hour paddle through boat-ridden cabin country that seemed to take forever for us to end our journey home. All in all, it was a really great trip.